Obviously, you've got to look into how we've played against them previously and how they've played against us. But like you say, it's probably it's a new game. It's knockout rugby, and yeah, we're doing our best to prepare really well for what they're going to throw at us. They're a really good attacking team. They'll test us, no doubt about that. So we've got to be on our game defensively. But yeah, we're really positive about what we've prepped for and how we're going to go about this game to get the result.
Well, Matty, a big thank you for joining us. And before we get to this weekend's huge game against Batley, just a bit of a catch up. You had the weekend off last week from competitive action. So what's the mood in camp like? I'm imagining you're all refreshed and ready to go this weekend.
Yeah, we've had a really good week. Obviously, we know a game at the end of it last week, but preparation's gone really well, and we've just finished off the final touches this week, and we're definitely ready to go.
Heading in towards the playoffs, I mean, you could have kind of been forgiven for taking your foot off the accelerator slightly as you head towards the end of the regular season, having secured second. However, that wasn't the case, was it? And how important was it for yourselves to keep winning matches as you headed towards the end of the regular season?
Yeah, like you say, obviously some teams may take the foot off the gas towards the end of the year, but for us, we've not really hit the ground running at all. We've not really had much consistency due to changing the team, injuries. So for us, like the back end of the year has been massive for us, and sort of getting that preparation right the past month to sort of like hit the ground running and being in the best shape we possibly can, and get some consistency back. Like we've having players back in the team who have been out missing through injuries, such as Copy, Bussey's been out. We've had Riley Jacks missing for some games, myself through injury and suspension. And yeah, so it's good to just get back and get some continuity back in key positions as well.
And how good was it as well? Because I know the cliche about there's no easy games in this league, but there were some close run games in there as well. So that's handy. I'm going to suggest that. I think the game against, I think it was Sheffield and Barrow, they were close affairs, weren't they? Is that a positive as well heading into the playoffs?
Yeah, obviously we don't want it to be too close, but at the same time we want a game that's going to be a bit of a battle and put us in places that we want to sort of rise out of them tough challenges, and because this game's going to be like that at the weekend. We're going to be put in situations where we need to have been put in the situations before, and we know what it's like to play tough. So yes, like you say, them last 3 or 4 games have been really tough for us, and it's been ones that we've had to grind wins out. But yeah, we're really positive about things this weekend and hopefully getting to that final.
And how's the season gone for you more generally as well, Matty? Because I think you signed ahead of this season, and I think everyone at the clubs, it's been no secret, gets Featherstone Rovers to Super League. So how's this season gone for yourself?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Coming off the back of being at Leigh last year and not really playing week in, week out, for me it was just about being consistent and getting a run of games, and I've really enjoyed under the coaching staff. Mac's been great for me, and really believed in what I'm about. So it's given me confidence to play well week in, week out, and I think I've done that.
Now let's talk about Batley this weekend. You obviously beat them in the Challenge Cup. They've beaten you in the league. There was a draw early on in the season. So by my maths, it's all square heading into this game this weekend. All form goes out the window and all those cliches. But does the previous meetings this season tell us anything about the challenge this weekend for yourselves against Batley?
Obviously, you've got to look into how we've played against them previously and how they've played against us. But like you say, it's probably it's a new game. It's knockout rugby, and yeah, we're doing our best to prepare really well for what they're going to throw at us. They're a really good attacking team. They'll test us, no doubt about that. So we've got to be on our game defensively. But yeah, we're really positive about what we've prepped for and how we're going to go about this game to get the result.
And obviously, it's going to be a home game live on Premier Sports. I mean, Featherstone Rovers, no strangers to big games at the Millennium Stadium, but hoping for a big crowd on Sunday to cheer you on as well this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. The fans have been great all year for us, home and away, and I don't think it's going to be any different this week. If anything, they're probably going to come out more in numbers with it being knockout rugby, and yeah, they'll be great for us. And if they can pack that stadium out, then yeah, that'll be fantastic.
And obviously, one game away from a final potentially, but that old cliche about one game at a time keeps popping up in the interviews this time of year. But how good would that be to get through to that final potentially next week?
Oh, it'd be massive. It's something that we've set our goals on at the start of the year. Obviously, with injuries and where the season's gone, it's probably sometimes it's looked a bit scary, thinking how we going to be able to get there. But we've had every confidence in our playing group and as coaching staff and everyone behind the scenes that we can get there. So yeah, like you say, one game at a time, and this week's going to be massive for us, and hopefully we can put a good performance in and get the result and then lead into that final.
And last question, Matty, how much are you looking forward to this weekend? It's a big game. It's going to be a battle against Batley. You know, they've had a great season. You're there as the hosts, having had a pretty good season yourselves. So how much are you looking forward to this weekend?
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be massive. I love playing at home at Featherstone. The fans are great. They get behind you, and it's a bit of a fortress for us at our ground. Obviously, Batley have beat us there. They're the only team to beat us at home this year, and yeah, we're going to hopefully go one step better and put on a really good performance and get the job done.